Well, each year there's a big event over on the west side of the state that honors the nation's oldest seagoing branch of the military. Did you know that, Michelle?
I didn't know that. I know this is one of your favorite festivals, and I know that this is in your backyard.
It is. And we're going to find out about that next right here on Travel Michigan.
And we're heading up to Grand Haven. We've got Madonna Kramer on with us. She's the Director of Marketing and Fund Development for the Grand Haven Coast Guard Festival. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So this is a 10-day festival, correct?
Yes, it's 10 days long, and I think we counted this year we have over 37 events that we're putting on in 10 days.
That is awesome, and it draws a pretty big crowd, if I'm correct.
It does. The estimates are around 350,000 for over the 10 days, with the bulk of them in the last 5 or so.
Yeah, well, and you know, there are a lot of big events in Michigan, big festivals and such, but there aren't a lot with this type of a genesis, I would say. Why don't you tell us how the Coast Guard Festival really started in Grand Haven?
Well, it started back in the 20s, the 1920s, I should say. So we're coming up on we're in our 89th year this year. And 89 years ago, the Coast Guard station in Grand Haven started rowing competitions there were several organizations from the Coast Guard stationed in Grand Haven, and they would have rowing competitions. And the citizens of Grand Haven would come out and watch these competitions, and then they decided to turn it into a picnic. And then from there, it grew and grew and grew, and it was officially became an official organization in 1937. They called it the Coast Guard Festival, and it's evolved over the years. They've added events, they've taken some away. It's just trying to keep fresh, but overall, the entire mission is to celebrate and honor the men and women of the United States Coast Guard.
Well, and I know, one of the reasons why Grand Haven is so special to the Coast Guard is because of an incident, actually a tragic incident in World War II that involved many men from the Grand Haven area.
Yes, I was overwhelmed when I first read this story. The Escanaba was stationed in Grand Haven, and Escanaba had the people of Grand Haven, I should say, had a special affinity for the Escanaba. And in World War II, it was sent to the North Atlantic, and it, in the course of its mission, it was under attack one night and blew up, and all but 2 crewmen died in that, and it was devastating to Grand Haven because so many people from Grand Haven were stationed on it, but also because of the love of the Escanaba. So afterwards, the townspeople raised over $1 million in bonds to build a new Escanaba, and that's unheard of because in 1945 to raise $1 million to rebuild something is just astronomical, and to have it be a community-driven event was even more amazing. So it's got a very deep roots of tradition and honor in Grand Haven. Yeah,
well, it is a reminder that people in service that serve our country every day, they're putting their lives, in jeopardy in the various services that they provide, and the Coast Guard is certainly one of them. The Grand Haven area celebrates that.
Yes, absolutely. The Coast Guard deploys worldwide, and they are the smaller of the services, but yet their mission is quite unique. Again, they are internationally deployed, but also each day they assist in rescue and recovery efforts in the seas all across the coastland of the United States and in the inland lakes as well. And if you log into Twitter and you read their Twitter page, it is amazing on a daily basis what they do and what they put themselves in. And it's not just harm's way of just drug traffickers and things like that, but even in the ordinary course of saving a life. Obviously, that person's in peril for a reason. It could be bad weather or whatever, and they go out and face this every day.
And are there events throughout the course of the festival that kind of highlight what it is that the Coast Guard does and gives folks a chance to kind of see up close and personal what goes on either in a Coast Guard vessel?
Yes, absolutely. We have 3 ships coming in. We have 2 U.S. cutters coming in this year and 1 Canadian. But the Canadians we've had a great long-standing relationship with, and so to learn their mission is obviously along the lakeshore, similar mission. But we have ship tours, and you can take ship tours. They have them from Monday when they arrive all the way through Saturday. So that's one way. Other ways, we have a national memorial service where we talk about the mission of the Coast Guard, and we honor those who have passed away in the line of service in the past year. And we always hope that we never have to remember anybody, but unfortunately every year there are people. This year we have 4 service members that we are honoring this year.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
So there are those kind of serious, somber, memorials and such to really give honor to the Coast Guard. But of course, most of the festival is all about fun and entertainment.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about some of those things?
Well, we have a variety that speaks to any age group. We have our entertainment lineup that includes something for everyone. This year we have the Coast Guard Band coming to play at Lakeshore Middle School, which is just a different way. We want you to bring your chairs and your blankets and for this free event to listen to the music, of wonderful music of the Coast Guard Band. But we also have things for different people. We have a Beatles tribute. We have a local, our little version of like an American Idol. We have Festival Idol. We have a local bands night where we're trying to engage the upper teen sect, where we have the local bands that they follow play down at Waterfront Stadium. We have our water ski show, which is it's such a favorite for the people. It's a sellout every year. People just love it. And where else do you get to see water ski show? Here in maybe Florida. And so it's kind of a fun thing for people to do, and it's like a tradition. We obviously have the fireworks on Saturday night, but so we've got a good entertainment lineup. That's something fun to do. We have a carnival. We have a free street dance. We have, again, the ship tours. We have Kids Day, which attracts 4,000 kids every year, which is, this year, I have to say, it's going to be our best ever with what we're offering and how fun it's going to be for kids. And then a few years ago, we also crafted a Senior Day, where we have seniors come and we have entertainment set up. This year, we're going to do a game show type theme. It'll be very fun. And it's really to bring community together, to have fun, and to really savor people being together for a great purpose.
It is always a great time, and of course, many of your performances are in the big waterfront stadium. Unique environment.
Yes, it is unique. It provides a great backdrop. As you watch a concert, listen to a great musical act, you see boats going down the harbor. You can watch the sunset. It's just a wonderful place to be, and it's just the epitome of summer. I mean, it just makes you feel great to be outside listening to music on the waterfront. There's nothing better. And
talk about the Grand Parade, because I know that's a pretty big deal.
Oh, that is a big deal. The Grand Parade is one of the largest land parades in the state of Michigan. We have over 150 entries in the parade. And believe it or not, they have done counts where we have estimated over 100,000 people that come out for that parade, because it's such a wonderful time for people to bring their kids. We have so many generations of people that have been coming year after year that now their grandparents and their kids and their grandkids come, and the generations just keep reliving the parade every year. It's what they do. So it's a great parade. It's very well attended. It's a wonderful event, and we preview our dignitaries that come from the Coast Guard. This year, for instance, we have the top of the Coast Guard, Commandant Papp. Admiral Papp is the head of the Coast Guard, and he is going to be joining us this year along with his wife and 3 children. We have several other Coast Guard dignitaries that will be joining us as well, and we like to have them in our parade because it keeps everybody remembering why we're here.
Absolutely. And, well, it really is a true, red, white, and blue event that people will enjoy, especially if you want to give honor to some of our service personnel. That's the place to be in Grand Haven during Coast Guard Festival, July 26th through August 4th. I want to thank Madonna Kramer for joining us today from the Coast Guard Festival. And for more information, all you have to do is go to coastguardfest.org. Just one of the many really great events we have going in the state. Tell us about some more, Michelle.
Absolutely. The tall ships are coming to Marquette July 19th through 21st. And while they're in town, there is a really cool thing happening downtown Marquette. The living statues are coming to Marquette, and these are the guys that hold really still, and they look like statues, and then they move.
Just freaks me out. It does.
But so definitely check that out. It's happening July 20th. Michigan Brown Trout Festival is headed to Alpena. That's happening the 18th through the 28th. Lots of family fun, and there's, of course, a fishing tournament. And Picnic Pop's Gotta Dance at the Cannonsburg ski area. Grand Rapids Symphony is going to get you dancing July 25th and 26th. So be sure to check that out. And there is just a ton of things happening this time of year in Michigan. And the best way to find all of those is go to michigan.org and check out the events calendar.
I've got to find out about a big karaoke event one of these days.
Just let me know when you do.
Yeah, just hearing that Gotta Dance thing kind of got it in my mind. So anyway, I don't know why. It just did. So, anyway.
The Coast Guard Festival Idol. There's your chance.
Yeah, there we go. Well, I'll tell you what. We have a big event, of course, close to us. It's the Pure Michigan 400, and it is coming up very soon. We're going to find out about that, get all the details to you next, right here on Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at michigan.org.